Now, we haven't had the opportunity. I've been trying to get Carrie Prejean Boller on the podcast. It hasn't been that easy. However, she did sit down with Tucker the other day, and she basically explained why she was kicked off of the religious liberty panel or organization that she was a part of, which should probably come as no surprise to anybody that this is ultimately what ended up happening because she spoke out against the state of Israel.
Then I got a call after I was on pins and needles. I finally got a call, and it was Dan and Paula. And I'll never forget. I literally remember
Dan
every
Patrick
word.
and Paula White.
Yes, they called me and they said, "Hi, Carrie. I know you've been worried this past couple weeks, but." Dan started and he goes, "I just want to let you know we've been in meetings about your situation."
What situation?
Yeah, what situation that I'm posting about? God forbid I criticize Israel. Can't do that while serving in this administration. And he said, "I just want to let you know, Carrie, your job on this commission, can't do that while serving in this administration." And he said, "I just want to let you know, Carrie, your job on this commission, I'll never forget this, Tucker. Your job on this commission is to protect the president and his reputation."
Your job is to protect the reputation of the president, not religious liberty.
Said that to me, the first thing out of his mouth. I couldn't believe it. I go, "What? I thought my job is to protect religious freedom. I thought that's what he appointed me to do." And he goes, "You've been saying things online, Carrie, and you really need to stay off social media. Do not use social media between now and the end of your term."
Trump told her to stay off social media?
Ken Paxton and psycho lady Paula White Kane told her to stay off of social media.
I don't know who those people are, Peter.
Well, Paula is the Looney Tune spiritual advisor of the president.
Oh, that one. Okay.
And then Paula White chimed in and she said, "Yeah, Carrie, you know what? You really shouldn't be posting about replacement theology. You shouldn't be posting about that. And there's a lot of people that are saying that you're an anti-Semite, Carrie, by your posts. You're criticizing Zionism. You're criticizing Israel. And we have a problem with that." And then Dan chimed in again and he got loud. He got real loud. And he's like, "Carrie," because I pushed back and I said, "Well, wait a second." I said, what am I posting that is so offensive to you? That's against the rules of this commission, because I didn't sign anything saying I wasn't going to use my social media. I speak out about things that I care about. I'm a religious person. I'm a Christian." And he said, you've been saying things that go against, I'll never forget this. He goes, "You've been saying things that are not in alignment with the president and are not in alignment with Paula White and some of the other members on this commission." And that's when I knew that this commission was a fraud. It was
shocking.
Pretend.
Shocking. You're saying that the president of the United States created a commission that wasn't serious? That's ever happened? Do these people come from, I don't know her and I'm sure she's not stupid or whatever, but why would anybody nowadays think that anything created like that would be sincere?
Well,
you'd have to be living in a box to think that would be a legitimate thing.
No, but this is also, in many ways, this is the divide. This is the split divide that's happening. And I can respect Paula White from where she's coming from. Paula White, damn it. Carrie Prejean Boller, where she's coming from, because she is a practicing Catholic and she is somebody who fully supports the liberation of the Palestinian people. She does not support the state of Israel, much like the Catholic Church does not support the state of Israel. And this has become a real point of contention. Problem is that in the United States, the biggest single religious denomination by a considerable margin is Catholicism. That's number one. So you're kind of barking up the wrong tree in terms of where things are going to move politically in this country. Problem is that the solution is not through the Democrats either. They're just better at protecting empire than the Republicans are. It's still the same bullshit.
It was not about religious freedom. It was about, you better be a Zionist, you better push our agenda, or you're off. And that was in August. So we ended the conversation. Dan got really upset because I said, I really do want to keep posting. I'm not going to not use my social media. Can't agree to that, Dan. And he goes, well, why don't you just, if you have any questions about Israel or Gaza, because Paula White chimed in, was like, I'm the expert in that. You're just
Paula White's an expert on Gaza?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the expert in that. I just got back from there and there's no kids starving there. It's all fake, Carrie.
The audacity, the caucasity. That's appropriate for that one, right?
Not really, but it's better. I don't think you're really getting it. Continue.
The idea that she would say, oh, I was there. I saw what was going on. It's not that bad. That takes a lot of guts.
And she very well was there. And where she was very, very,
Insulated.
set up. It was staged. It was prepared. It was sterilized, whatever. And yet this is also someone who is a complete grifter that is saying this. So why would we believe her?
It's all pretend. Yeah.
Right.
And so she said, if
She's a Christian minister saying that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that she, at any point in the course of a day, feels like, oof, I'm going to have to answer for this at some point?
No, because she's not really Christian.
To deny that.
Because she's not really a Christian. That's why she doesn't think like that. If she were really a Christian, then she wouldn't be a grifter and a fraud. So she isn't really a Christian. And which, again, it's so bizarre to me when I'm the atheist pointing this out, but she's not a Christian.
Couldn't have said it better, David.
So the point is that she sleeps just fine with it, Tucker, because it isn't anything she needs to really reconcile because she's not really a Christian. That's what I think. So.
Death of children in the name of Jesus is a pretty heavy thing to do.
It's pretty sick. It's pretty dark. And she said, I want you, if you have any questions about anything, if you want to post anything, you need to run it by me first.
I mean, my God, what is this? And if anybody, if you guys have seen the clip that we dropped earlier this afternoon on Paula White Kane, please check it out. I mean, I like, Jen and I are very fortunate. I was raised in New Jersey. She was raised in South Florida. We came from fairly educated parts of the United States. But a lot of people that grow up in these evangelical churches, the church is the center of the entire universe. And I'm going to show you guys what that's all about in a second. But when you are brought up in an environment where somebody like Paula White on the outside to people like us that are aware of this grift would look at it and say, this is insanity. Yet you go to a lot of places in the heartland, the South and the Great Plains, they buy into this stuff. They get indoctrinated from a very young age. And they think that, oh, well, if the pastor who speaks to God directly is telling us that this is the way it is, well, we better listen or we're going to burn in hell. That's how they think.
So now Paula White, an equal of mine on this commission, is now telling me that I have to get everything approved by her in order to post about my religious beliefs. Is that insane?
It's making my heart beat fast.
Yeah.
Listening to this,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So that's the backstory.
Well, it's completely evil. And I'll just say, I know Paula White, sort of. I know Dan Patrick very well. He's a lot more liberal than I am. He's quite liberal, but I always liked him. He's not stupid at all. And I'm shocked by this. I was shocked by it. It's so disgraceful.
Me too. I cried, actually. I cried to my husband. I cried to my kids. I couldn't believe this. I couldn't believe that this was happening in the United States.
This just makes you look stupid. You see, she had me up until that. I was giving her the benefit of the doubt. Now you're just stupid. This really surprises you? What fucking rock have you been under, lady? What rock have you been under?
I'm not convinced that they're surprised. I think that they're also playing it up for the audience. Like I said, Tucker's very shrewd in the way that he goes about it. Like, I was shocked. No, You know exactly what these people are like. You know exactly what they're up to. And the reason that this is such a big deal, ladies and gentlemen, I came across this just going through various videos of what people are ultimately able to capture. And this is the fear. The fear more than anything else when it comes to Christian Zionism and what these children are put through. Get a load of this, Jen, because I know you didn't see this. Getting a little choppy, but let's see if it comes through a little better. I'll try one more time.
Is this, wait, whose church is this though? What is this from?
This is just one of those evangelical, like.
Yeah, but what is the context of this video? Like, set it, like, I don't know the source. I don't know what I'm watching, and I don't know how it's connected to Paula White. And
they're basically teaching these kids to have like an out-of-body experience. Like,
yes, but all religions teach kids ridiculous shit. And as an atheist, that's one of the reasons that I'm how I am. So why are you focusing on this one if it's completely unrelated to the two people we were just talking about?
No, it's related in the context that this is what they do. This is how they.
How do you know this is a different church? Is this the same church that woman goes to or preaches at?
Or you're not
taking random thing out of context?
Like, are you deliberately pretending like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? Like,
no,
what are you
I'm
doing?
asking you to give context for this video.
I'm giving you the context. I'm telling you this is what goes on in Christian Zionist churches. I'm not saying this is Paula White's church. I'm saying that this is the type of stuff that goes on. They basically scare the living shit out of people. And
I don't know that this is a Christian Zionist church. Like, I don't know. And I'm just asking you for clarification because this to me could be Pentecostal.
Yes, but it's all connected to evangelism is what I'm saying. They're all connected. It's a form of Protestantism. It's psychotic Protestantism. And this is what they do to people. They convince these children that they're possessed with demons. And that if
to me, that's the same thing as the Israelis teaching their children what they teach them. It's the same thing.
But as I said, this is the teachings of Israel above all else. And if you don't listen to us, you are going to burn in hell. This is what's coming for you. This is one thing when a stupid adult is acting out, you convince a child who could be probably no more than 7, 8 years old here to start jumping around like a loony bin that somehow they're possessed and they've got to get the demon out of their body. They have to cast them out.
I'm not denying the insanity. I was just wanting the link between this video and the prior video with Tucker Carlson and whatever her name is. So that's all.
I'm bringing it into full context.
Yes, I understand. You're saying it's just generally Christian Zionists, evangelicals.
That this is what they do to them. This is so we're going to just show you how crazy this child gets. Come on. Colin, pull it, load it again. Or whatever needs to be done. I don't know why he's coming.
Peter meant to say, Colin, could you please do that? Thank you.
Yeah, Colin, please. Thank you.
I can't even say it's unwatchable. This is unwatchable.
Maybe they're possessing our end. Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't know. It's unwatchable. And whoever said I should smoke a bowl, I think you're 1,000% right. Remember, sponsor, checkmate.
I truly feel bad for people that can't make their own decisions. And I also believe that if you're going to have children involved in religion, or that if you're going to be involved in religion, I don't think it's appropriate to have children involved.
But what religion, where do you draw the line though? Because again, as someone who doesn't believe in any of it, to me, it is all very indoctrinating, very brainwashy, very groupthink, all of it. Some are weirder than others, but I always find it interesting when a person of one religion thinks another religion sounds silly. When I'm sitting there and thinking, yeah, gotta tell you. So I don't know why you think any one type of indoctrination is any better than any other, because I don't think it's
33,000 factions of Protestantism. I thought, I don't know if it's that many, but probably at least a few thousand, because I know there's over 4,000 religions in the world. So this should not come as any surprise. But remember, in the end, is Josie Justice, is that down with the sickness? I mean, it might be. It didn't get too far along.
Yes, of course. I'm a water pipe girl. Is there a problem with that? I've never been into the doobies. Anywho.
Well, I think you said that it actually is a better high. Is that what it is?
I never said that. It's just, I'm just old school. Exactly. Before I even said it, old school, just how it is. But I'm glass only now. So I'm environmentally proper.